Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of July 25th. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here for you, Gemini. Now I'm using the Gilded Tarot as well as the Fortune Cookie Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below. Also, less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you do watch my videos regularly but you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps me out, and it will ensure that you get updates from me. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put this up here, and then I'll also take 3 of these cards to clarify as we go along. Okay. Gemini, so right now there's a little bit of confusion along your path, but what is very good is that there are multiple options available to you. Where you are now is not where you will be forever. And so there's a little bit of confusion about where to go, how to get there, which one to choose, all of these sorts of things. And, you know, it's hard to say. This feels like a general life reading, which feels like for the collective, it's just like, you know, general life situations have been coming in recently. But yeah, it's like some of you have a decision to make. Some of you are kind of struggling to find the answer right now. You don't have to have all the answers right away, you know, is what I would tell you. And the thing that's important is that there are really no wrong answers. The worst thing you could do is nothing. You know, we are too afraid of failure in our society. And, you know, don't let the fear of failure hold you back from going for something, is what I would say to you at this time, Gemini. Because there's a little bit of, I would even say like maybe hesitancy as well that might be showing up here in my mind. At least this is in what I feel intuitively, actually. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive into this a little bit more. So in the overall message, you have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups really asks you to take a look at your situation and realize that you have a ton of options available to you. The positive side of the Seven of Cups says that you have an abundance of choice, you have an abundance of options. There are so many different paths, so many different roads, so many different ways that you could go. And, you know, certainly you can see that here on the card. And I would say that's certainly the case for you, especially because this is combined with the Two of Wands, which is about this idea of like roadways in your life, right? And so that idea kind of being highlighted here in a big way. The other thing about the Seven of Wands is be careful of like hesitancy, be careful of confusion. This card can come forward when you're overwhelmed and confused by the many road and paths ahead of you. So that's coming in as well, where there's something here that's just a little bit confusing in your life. This may relate to your mother. This may relate to, the reason I say this, you have the Empress in the future. We'll talk about that a little bit more as we go along. This could be related to something else as well from the past here. So let's look at the past. You have the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands showing up in the past. So Five of Wands is about, this is actually interesting because these cards come one after the other. These cards are the natural progression. You can see on the Five of Wands card that the people are sparring, they are fighting, and they're really kind of battling it out to win the Six of Wands, which is, the Six of Wands is a major victory in the tarot. It is the second victory in the Suit of Wands, and it's a really generally a good indication here. The thing is, what may leave you feeling confused is some type of conflict that you may have had with somebody, or maybe some type of conflict that you've maybe just been unable to resolve here in the past, because the Five of Wands can talk about the need for conflict resolution, especially as you have the Six of Wands. But it's like, it's like, the thing about the Six of Wands is you've been successful And it's almost like as soon as you've been successful here with the Six of Wands, it's like there's been another thing put on your plate as the influence of the Five of Wands is next to it. And so it's like, for some of you, you've been overcoming obstacle over obstacle over obstacle. You've been achieving win after win after win. And but it's like you've also needed to deal with conflict after conflict after conflict. It's what I feel like saying here from the past. Thankfully, this is not showing up in the future, but this feels like you've been on the hamster wheel, or you've been on a sort of merry-go-round recently. And maybe there's a little bit of a dizzy feeling here for some of you. Now, in the future, you do have the Empress and the Two of Wands showing up. The Empress is the mother archetype in the tarot. It can refer to literally your mother, or it can just refer to you as a mother. The other thing, though, the Empress is really a major card of abundance as well. It's a Venus energy. Venus is a planet of luxury, wealth, the finer things in life, beauty, romance. And the other thing, there are a lot of things. The Empress is really seen as a good sign in the tarot. It's fertility. It's the ability to sort of see something grow. It's healing as well, and sort of this idea of allowing yourself to ease into something or do something, or allowing yourself to see something grow. It's a really nice energy. And then you have it here with the Two of Wands. What this might be about is, you clearly have a path to go down, a roadway to travel on. And, this might be about you allowing the right choice to come to you at this time. I would say that the thing about the Empress, it's not an energy of forcing. Okay, in fact, it's like the opposite of that. The Empress is not about forcing something in your life. It's about allowing. And, I think that's just something that's related to this choice that you have to make here, as you see with this Two of Wands being at a fork in the road. And, we also have this idea of confusion. It's like in just allowing yourself to pick what's best for you, the confusion goes away, the what if scenarios go away, the fear of failure goes away, and just being. I feel like just the answer is to just be at this time. Let's see what else we have. So we now have the Three of Wands. So we have a lot of wands. So this might be about work, okay? Some of you, this might be related to the mother, but for some of you, this might be around work. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the Temperance card. I felt like we were going to get that. And you have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so there's absolutely healing available to you, especially if you've been like nursing an injury and an illness. The Temperance card is a welcome sign, especially with the Empress as well, which is like it's just a big message of self-care and doing the things that you need to do to take care, to do self-care. And the Temperance card also asks you, it's Sagittarius energy, but it really asks you to balance something out in your life. In balancing something out, an important person will arrive. It can be a card of soulmates, but the soulmate's not going to magically like knock on your front door, and say like, oh, hey, Gemini, I'm your soulmate. No, it's like, you need to balance something out first, and in doing that, the vibrations will align, the vibrations will match. You will find the person, or the person will find you. Again, you have to balance something out here. Now, if this is not about love, which I'm not really sure that it is, if this is about something else, in balancing, you become a vibrational match for what it is that you're looking for. We've been talking about this road that you need to drive down. You'll become a vibrational match with the right road for you in balancing something out. You can think of the Knight, in this case, the Knight of Swords, is a vehicle, right? There's something about you like getting in your vehicle, going, maybe literally, but also, figuratively, like going somewhere new in your career, going somewhere new in your mindset. I feel like you're getting in your vehicle and you're driving down the road. And the thing is, you need to become a vibrational match with the road first. That's the thing. You have the Three of Wands and a Ten of Cups here. Three of Wands is a card of like adventure. It's a card of getting excited. And it can also say that this is about growth, expansion, taking something to the next level. It's another card of travel here as well. So there could be something about you like driving somewhere or doing something fun for yourself. You have the 10 of Cups, which is about total happiness. It's one of the happiest cards to find. It's good family energy. There may be some confusion on the family front here with the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. It's like, yeah, and like I said, this could literally be about your mother, but it could literally be about just a family situation. And I'm saying that it's maybe related to confusion here because you have the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Wands near it. So yeah, that's just something that's maybe coming in for you at this time. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these 3 oracle cards are. Yeah, I mean, can't even make this up, right? So you have travel. Long distance communication will open up your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancement for others. Yeah, that pretty much sums this up. I feel like for some of you it's on the career front, some of you it's on the love fronts here. You have burnout. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So obviously I'm not a medical professional. You should absolutely be following up with your medical professionals here, but you know what I've been talking about in this reading: health, temperance, Empress. Your health is your wealth. Okay, without our health, what really are we? And so I feel like it's very important to check in with yourself at this time. Lastly, you have intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. You may want to take a look if you have any Libra in your chart, or maybe even you're dealing with a Libra or something like this. You know, the Libra reading is very similar in this regard here with these oracle cards. So let's go ahead and see what else we have. Let's move up the pyramid here. So you have the 7 of Wands. You have the Justice card. And you have the Fool. Okay. So, just as I said, Libra, you have this Justice card. Justice card is the card of Libra. You know, some of you may quite literally be dealing with a Libra. Here, there could maybe be a little bit of confusion. It's because it's lining up with the 7 of Cups. This middle card also is the overall message. It helps sort of lay out the context of the reading. So does this one. But, you know, obviously not everybody's going to be dealing with a Libra. So what's going on here is the Justice card asks you to pick the right road for you, and not only pick the right road, but take the right actions in your life. And in taking the right actions, in traveling down the right road, the scale here, as you see on the card, will tip in your favor, because the Justice card is about karma, and karma is just the accumulation of your actions. And so are you taking the right road? Are you a vibrational match with your right road? Are you taking the right actions? You know, I think that this is extremely important for you here at the same time, at this time, Gemini. It's like, I don't know, I'm just thinking of an example, like, you know, if there's something in your life that you're doing and you're like, man, I know, like every time you do it, you're like, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it again. Like, I don't know, maybe it's like McDonald's, or maybe it's just like Netflix binging, or, you know, whatever it is. Maybe you're working out 7 times a week and like that is becoming not necessarily a healthy exercise, or too much exercise becomes a problem. Like too much of a good thing can become a problem. And so, you know, it's like maybe you're overdoing or you're underdoing, or there's something here, right? There's something here that some of you may want to look at. And in taking the right road and taking the right action, you become a vibrational match with what you're looking to bring in. You have the 7 of Wands. There's been competition here in the past. There's been a situation here where you've had to really stand your ground. I feel like this might be family members or family energy showing up here, but it could be also in career matters as well, as we have quite a few Wands, 5, 6, 7 of Wands. You also have, which is a progression of events. I do think there are things progressing in your career life. And then you have the Fool, which the Fool's been coming in with so many people here in this week. Fool is a powerful new beginning in a new direction of your life. It's really a card that only comes forward when you're ready, and it's when you're ready to take a leap of faith. The Fool doesn't come in any other time. It's like the power of all 4 aces in one card is the Fool. So it starts off everything. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. You have the Chariot, and you have the 6 of Cups. Yeah, the chariot also refers to vehicles. I was like looking for the chariot because we talked about how this Knight of Swords was coming in. And I was like relating it to the knight being a vehicle, but the chariot is a card literally associated with vehicles. It's also a card associated with travel by vehicle or travel in general. I think this is probably more of a short distance thing for the time being or something like that. The chariot also asks you to overcome obstacles, and the best way to overcome an obstacle with the chariot energy is by being self-disciplined. So there is also another thing about self-discipline here showing up. Six of Cups, don't let a situation or a person or a thing from the past here rob you of future happiness, okay? Because you can't spend your time in the past. I mean, you can. I mean, you're allowed. You're able to spend your time in the past. But the thing is, eventually, you'll probably want to point your arrows to the future because the past has already happened, right? So the past has already happened. It technically doesn't exist, okay? The past technically does not exist. The future technically does not exist. The only thing that exists is right now and the actions that you can take right now. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Page of Wands. You're getting good news here. There's excitement in the air. There's something good or someone coming in here. This could be about a job, but it could also be about anything that comes into your life that makes you extremely happy. On the bottom, you have the Ace of Swords. Amazing, Gemini. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning that leads to a breakthrough, or a breakthrough that leads to a new beginning. Also healthy communication, solid communication, sort of like divine insight as well, and divine intervention. So love this reading so much. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.